It is time to do even more April leaks. Are you ready for what is coming in April? And believe me, what I've leaked so far, you have not seen the best yet. This is going to be a good leak, but it's still not the best leak of the pack. 3, 2, 1.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Boom. Arius, the Labrynth Butler, is coming in the April pack. During the main phase, you could send this card from your hand or field, and then you could special summon a Labrynth monster or set a normal trap from your hand, and that normal trap you set from your hand is activatable that turn even without Coup Clock. So you could set an Ice Dragon Prison against a Snake Eyes deck and then use it on turn 0. Their turn 1, your turn 0. And then a recycle effective Arius. I'm gonna show you deck lists and some gameplay of doing some crazy stuff like a turn 0 Eradicator, and I think against Snake Eyes there might be something. When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to the activation of any Labrynth card or effect besides the Butler herself, or your normal trap card effect, so any normal trap card effect, so let's say they use Ash Blossom, while this card's in the graveyard, you could then special summon this card, and if you didn't activate its first effect yet, you could activate the effect while it's on the field or in the hand. So that's a good way to recycle her. She can also be returned back to the hand with the Big Welcome Labrynth. Each effect is once per turn, so it's not like Ariana where it's one or the other. You could use both effects, so recycle and summon from the hand or set from the hand. Now looking at Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta Breakdown for the TCG. The card is used mostly at 3, 45% if we highlight this. It's 27% at 1, 18% at 2, 9% at 0. So there are even still some mad lads not using this, but the majority are using it at 3. If you want to see some deck lists using it at 3, we have the new filter on Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta, soon to be coming to Master Duel Meta, where you could filter between dates, you could filter cards and how many of the card, you could add even more filters. So I'm looking at tournament topping decks playing Arius at 3. And what we have here, besides the sample deck list here, I'm going to zoom in more so you can see it better on the hover overlay. Let's zoom in even more so it's nice and thick, or maybe my head's covering it now. Here, just like that. We have decks that are even playing Unchained into the deck. So with Unchained coming out with Arius, you could play with Arius, and you could also play with the new Unchained on top of it. So that's very cool. There are some combos with that. So there you go, looking at that, looking at this, and let's check out a duel with Arius. So big shout out to El Exordio del Duelista. We're gonna showcase just 2 duels here. All right, we have Arius, but what do we do with the Arius? Let's see. Arius is going to be setting the Welcome Labrynth, making it activatable the turn it is set. We're going to chain the lady to special summon so that the Welcome Labrynth can be chained to by the lady. And then this allows us to do something that, we've pretty much already seen before, a turn 0 Eradicator, but making it more consistent. So we were able to set the Welcome the turn it was set. So instead of just using 1 trap the turn it's set, we can now use 2. We used Eradicator and Welcome Labrynth, wipe them up, call spell, goodbye to the spells, and then, we then pop off from there. So we'll just speed this up. I'm not sure if we use any more Arius plays within this duel, and then I'll just quickly get into the next duel. All right, come forth and summon, Labrynth, get Labrynth in, and I think I'll maybe show you an Unchained replay if we have time to show that. So here is another duel where I believe I'm showcasing this one because they actually add the Arius back to their hand. Alrighty, Arius is here. Oh, the Dragon Ice Prison play. This is not, you can't see it because my head is blocking it, but Dragon Ice Prison is in the hand and is going to be usable. So let me see if I could hide myself for 2 seconds if I have time to. There you go. So you can actually see it after we used Imperm. We're waiting. We're just waiting on that Ice Prison. Pretend we're playing against Snake Eyes. There we go. Arius, set the Dragon Ice Prison. Dragon Ice Prison, grab a dragon from their graveyard, summon it, then banish from their field and your field the dragon that you took. And that is the power of Arius. So just making the Lady Coup Clock plays even more consistent, being able to set a trap from your hand or summon a monster from the hand, it's very cool. So because you change the effect, we get to summon, or we either summon it with the big welcome. I didn't catch it there. Little Knight, no one even knows what that does. Don't worry about that. That's not a thing. Okay. We battling. Let's speed this up. Yep. Oh, you chained Ash to my big welcome, which triggered, not triggered, but chained my Arius to be back on the field. And then it could attack, it could send itself, then set the big welcome, then activate the big welcome. Huh? Right? Or is it only during the main phase? It's quick effect whenever, right? When is it? They're not highlighting it, so I can't read it yet. I'm just thinking up plays. I'm just making plays up. End the duel, please. Just end. We win. And they can't really chain. If they chain, then the Arius keeps coming back. Look how annoying she is. She keeps on resummoning. She keeps on recycling. So big shout out to Lucas Sacco showcasing an Unchained Labrynth combo to be played with the new support coming with the Arius and Unchained at the same time. All right, so we're not really learning it here. I'm just gonna be speeding this up, but make sure you go to their channel to learn it yourself. I just wanna show you the capabilities of what the deck could do. So this is nothing new. Using the clock to then discard. We have a rollback in the graveyard, setting up a big welcome. We're going into an Unchained play. Holy audio, yeah, you're not supposed to really understand it. Don't worry, that's okay. This will be turning into Unchained plays, so get ready for that. So this is all from that three-card hand of the multiple different cards. Okay, so now this is Unchained, brand new Unchained. Add an Unchained monster from your deck to your hand. It's going to add the Sharvara from the deck to the hand here. So you can play one copy and it's still good. Add the card.
The Unchained cards are necessary in this deck. The next end board, it does have some major problems.
And let's see what kind of disruptions we end up on.
On their turn, sorry.
Showing some cards to be aware of. That's good. Thank you very much. And let's see. Popping. And then we have a Unchained, target an Unchained monster you control and one card in the field, destroy both. And then we have the ability to link off with the opponent's monster with our Unchained Rage. So, extra disruption. This is a different way to consider and play the deck. And I'll show you a deck list where they're using both. I don't think he actually shows it being used, but there you go. Very nice. And then here is deck list using it, as we already saw. So, do consider to play with Unchained or not. The deck is good with or without. Looks like a recent YCS that the Unchained way is possibly the more popular way to play it. And thank you very much. We are leaking every single Sunday. We are out.